Hello everybody, Joel Tadman here from Golf Monthly. I hope you're well and welcome along to this video where I'm going to be talking you through the best spikeless golf shoes you can buy in 2019. We know golfers, when the sun's out, the ground's a bit firmer, a bit drier, we all like to pull out our favourite pair of spikeless golf shoes. Gives us a bit more comfort and of course versatility as well. And I've picked 8 of my favourite models that I believe are the best spikeless golf shoes in 2019. And make sure you watch this video right to the end because I'm going to be picking my top 3 favourites. Now at this point I need to remind you to click the subscribe button to the Golf Monthly YouTube channel. That way you won't miss any of our equipment review videos, and click the like button if you like what you're watching, and do watch to the end and then comment on the video. Tell me what your favourite spikeless golf shoe is. I'd love to hear from you. So like I said, I've got 8 models to go through, and without further ado, let's get into each of the shoes that I've picked for this test, and then at the end I'll pick my top 3. Okay, so first up is the FootJoy Flex. You can see it's got a very sporty look to it and it's incredibly lightweight as well. That's one thing you notice with this golf shoe. Comes in 3 colours and will cost you £80. It's actually the cheapest golf shoe of all the shoes I've picked for this video. You notice the mesh style upper here, and it's not actually waterproof. It's one of only 2 golf shoes in this test that aren't waterproof, so if you are worried about that, maybe you want to think about choosing another option. But generally speaking, golfers are choosing spikeless shoes to wear generally on dry days. It is extremely comfortable. It's very soft and there's loads of padding around the ankle, especially under your foot as well. You can see how thick this midsole section is, so that does raise you up off the ground and maybe a little bit too much, but it is very soft underfoot. And actually the grip was surprisingly effective. It doesn't look like much, this Versatrax outsole doesn't look especially grippy, but actually out on the golf course, especially on tee shots, I did notice how grippy this shoe was. It really gets into the ground. It's a very tacky rubber. So if you're looking for a really lightweight, soft, versatile, comfy golf shoe, there's no question the FootJoy Flex delivers that. Right, next in no particular order is the Adidas Adicross Bounce. Now a few of you might be surprised that I picked this model ahead of the Tour 360 XT Spikeless, which is a very good golf shoe, don't get me wrong, but I actually prefer the overall feelings that I get from this golf shoe. First thing you notice is that you are a little bit lower to the ground, so you feel like you've got a better connection with the ground here. I like that low profile design. And this bounce cushioning is still really comfy. The looks of it are a bit Marmite. I think that's the only thing that's holding this shoe back really, is the looks of it with all the kind of holes on this midfoot area here. But what you can do with the lacing in this shoe is move the position of it to change where the pressure is applied on top of your foot. I didn't feel the need to do that, but maybe you want to feel the pressure slightly more to the side. You can move the laces and do that. I also like the kind of clamshell upper here. So it's a kind of very much a wraparound feeling on the top of your foot. Gives you a more snug feeling and also stops the tongue moving about from side to side, which some golfers don't like. And I think you'll agree, it's a very modern athletic golf shoe. Comes in at £110, was very impressive. Well, the next shoe that I've picked in this test is the Duca del Cosma La Spezia golf shoe. By their standards, this is very subtle. This is still fairly outlandish. You look at the kind of detailing on the upper and the orange section on the back. There is a fair amount going on. And this is probably one of the heavier golf shoes. Gives you a bit more stability. It's not as kind of mobile as other spikeless golf shoes we've got in this video, but I actually quite like the styling of it. It's very traditional. You've got this walk channel system here which allows the foot to essentially move exactly how it should do when you're walking and during the swing. It's a very breathable leather golf shoe. It's waterproof and it comes in at around about £180, so definitely towards the top end of all the shoes in this video. But I actually really enjoyed the fit of this golf shoe. It's really, really comfortable. It's very, very stable and gives you really, really good grip for a spikeless shoe. You can see here on the outsole, there's actually over 3,000 traction angles. So you're going to get really good grip with this golf shoe. And that's definitely one thing I noticed, especially when trying to launch into a long drive. So I actually really like this Duca del Cosma La Spezia golf shoe. Potentially a bit niche in terms of the styling, but I would give it a big thumbs up. Next we have the Skechers Go Golf Elite V3 Approach RF. It's a bit of a mouthful. The RF in the name stands for a relaxed fit, and you can see looking at the top of the shoe how it is a little bit wider than a lot of the shoes in this video, and that's just going to give you a bit more room if maybe you've got large feet, wide feet, or you just would benefit from a bit more room. You're going to get that with this golf shoe. You can see it's got a kind of mesh style upper here. It is 100% waterproof, and Skechers say that the design of the outsole not only should give you really good grip, but it should aid the quick removal of dirt. And I've definitely found that when testing it out on the course over a number of holes here today, you know, in bunkers, you know, this where you tap the side of the shoe, the sand does come off pretty quickly, and it is fairly easy to clean. And it does give you really good grip actually. The traction elements on the sole are actually quite sharp, especially in the middle here. You put your finger on, they're actually quite sharp. You don't want to press too hard. So you know you're going to get really good grip with this golf shoe. And as you expect with a Skechers golf shoe, you're getting really good comfort. Out of the box, this shoe feels really soft, really padded, and definitely one if you're going to play 36 holes in a day, you've prioritised comfort over anything else. This is definitely the way to go. For £99, it comes in a few different colours. Always find navy blue is tricky to match up with your outfit, so maybe you want to go for a more neutral colour. But all in all, very impressive from Skechers. Right, so next up we have the ECCO S-Lite. Now this is very much kind of designed by reduction, if you like. ECCO have basically taken a new approach to this shoe and decided to take everything out that didn't need to be there to create what is a really light shoe. And just by feeling it, definitely feels like it's probably the lightest shoe of all the models we've got in this test. I know it's under 300 grams, which isn't a lot, especially in this size. You can see you've got a diamond embossed yak leather upper, and essentially ECCO have really taken out the kind of the shank in this shoe, so it's a very mobile, flexible golf shoe. You can see how much movement there is here. But you've got over 800 traction angles from the outsole, so you're going to get really good grip from this golf shoe, and I definitely noticed that on the golf course. Fitted me really well. Maybe it's the extra flexibility you get from the shoe, and you would think that having taken all of the stuff out that normally goes into a golf shoe, it wouldn't be especially comfortable, but it actually was really comfortable. It's not especially soft underfoot, but it's still comfortable. There is a little bit of give there, and the one thing that really stands out is how low you feel to the ground. So, you know, obviously ECCO have taken out a lot of the bits that go in the midsole and the outsole. You know, you feel really low to ground. You can feel the ground. You can feel little nubs and bumps as you're walking. So you might like that, other golfers might not like that, but I personally really did like it. It comes in 6 different colours. This is one of the more kind of subtle neutral colours, if you like, and even grey golf shoes for me, I find that you struggle to match them with certain outfits, but I love the kind of brown leather details on it. It's a premium looking golf shoe, and it comes in at a premium price of £160. You know, it's a fair amount of money when you consider how minimalistic this golf shoe is. And it's not waterproof as well. But that said, you know, there's a lot of positives about this ECCO S-Lite golf shoe. Very comfortable, low profile design, and looks pretty good too. Right, so next up is the Puma Ignite NXT shoe. Now this is a curious design really, and you can see it's quite visually, there's a lot going on. You've got a mesh upper here, which is 100% waterproof. And what you've got here is Ignite foam cushioning, so running all the way along the length of the shoe to give you really good comfort. And what Puma have done here is they've vacuum formed a micro TPU film over that Ignite cushioning, which they say should make it easier to clean. And I would definitely agree with that. You know, you get some scuffs on there, they do wipe off quite easily. The one thing that stands out with this shoe is the stability and the grip. It's actually quite surprisingly high given it is a spikeless golf shoe. You can see it's fairly rigid. There's a little bit of give there, but the grip is also really impressive because you've got these hexagonal lugs here, so I think there's over 100 traction elements here to give you good grip, and that was another thing that I really noticed. So I think if you're looking for excellent comfort but you don't really want to sacrifice a lot of performance, this is potentially the way to go, and it is 100% waterproof, and it comes in at £110, so probably one of the best value for money offerings, I would say. Styling wise, it's a little bit out there, but obviously with Puma you tend to expect that, so there's a lot of positives to enjoy about this shoe, especially the comfort, the grip and the stability. Next up is the FootJoy Pro SL. Now you can see here visually there's some minor changes to the upper detail. Essentially the tour players really liked the look of the shoe. You know, looking down, they didn't want to change anything about the toe box area, you know, that clean classic leather look. So FootJoy kind of had from there backwards to change a little bit from the previous version, and you can see here there's some minor cosmetic changes to this shoe. There's 5 new colours available, and it is also available for juniors, ladies, and it's on MyJoy, so you can customise your shoe for a little bit extra money to give it the exact look and a bit more personalisation if you want to. And there's 3 layers of foam here within the shoe to give you a combination of comfort and perimeter stability, and I think that's one thing that really stands out with Pro SL, is that you do get really good stability on the outside of the shoe, so you're not feeling like your foot's rolling excessively or too much. You know, you feel like you've got a very solid connection with the ground. You know, this is towards the top end of the price bracket, so it's around about £150, and it's definitely one of the more premium looking golf shoes. And for me, it's one of the best performing. You know, you can't really argue with the performance of this golf shoe. It's surprisingly comfortable for what is a traditional leather shoe. What I do find with Pro SL is that the leather in the toe section does crease a little bit too quickly, which is a shame because you'd like to keep them looking pristine for as long as possible. That said, it gives you really good grip. It looks fantastic. I think this new upper design is improvement of what came before, and the comfort is really good as well. It's a very good all-round performance spikeless shoe, no question, and it's waterproof. Now last but by no means least is the Under Armour Showdown Spikeless. We've got some rotational resistance traction elements here which are designed to stop the shoe from moving, or the foot from moving or turning excessively. It's got a leather upper here which is treated with Under Armour's Storm technology, so it's going to repel water really well. It is 100% waterproof. We've also got a cork insole, so that's going to draw moisture away from the foot to give you more breathability. Definitely notice that in terms of enhancing the comfort you get from this golf shoe. That also comes from the fact that there's a lot of cushioning underfoot, around the ankle, and especially under the tongue here, so instant comfort when you put it on. Do feel like you're a little bit high off the ground compared to other shoes in this test, probably one of the highest actually, but you know, there's a small sacrifice to pay in terms of the comfort and the grip and stability that you get from this golf shoe. Definitely one of the more subtle looks, which I like compared to a lot of the shoes on test. You know, this is kind of where I would be going in terms of what I want my spikeless golf shoe to look like. And at £125, there's some pretty decent value for money there, considering all the comfort and performance that you're getting from this golf shoe. So that's the last one, the Under Armour Showdown Spikeless. And now it's time for me to pick my top 3. Okay, so I have my top 3 spikeless golf shoes for 2019 behind my back. The question is, what are they and in what order are they going to appear? So number 3 for me is the ECCO S-Lite. I was just really impressed at what ECCO have done with this golf shoe. It is incredibly light, but was still surprisingly comfy, and I really like that low profile design. And for me, not too bothered about the lack of waterproofness because I would just be wearing this in summer dry days. It's going to give you really good off-course versatility. I feel like you can wear this off the golf course as well. So number 3 is the ECCO S-Lite. Number 2 is the Under Armour Showdown Spikeless. I was just really impressed how comfortable this shoe is, given how stable it is, and I really like the look of this golf shoe. It's probably one of the best looking golf shoes on this test. Just ticks a lot of the boxes that I'm looking for from a spikeless golf shoe. Some good value for money there as well. So number 2 is the Showdown Spikeless from Under Armour, and number 1 may not surprise you to know that it is the FootJoy Pro SL. I've been wearing this shoe for a long time, and you know, the last year's shoe was excellent, and this just improves a little bit on what came before. I just love how stable it feels, and it's not necessarily a soft feeling golf shoe, but it's a very premium looking shoe. You know, it's real leather, it's classic, there's modern touches of flashes of colour. It gives really good grip, surprisingly good grip I would say, given the kind of shallowness of the outsole elements. You wouldn't expect to get high levels of grip, but you really do, and it's really comfortable as well. And with all the customizable options you get with the 5 different colours and the MyJoys platform and all that sort of thing, I think it's just the best spikeless golf shoe offering you can get in 2019. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that video. Obviously click the like button if you like what you're watching. I'd love to hear from you as well. Have you tried FootJoy Pro SL? Do you like it? What do you like about it? Would love to hear from you. What golf shoe are you really keen to try in 2019? I'd love to hear from you down below. But for now, from Burley Park Golf Club here in Stamford, it's goodbye.